Greetings, Harrison students. It's Miss Crawford, your Harrison principal, and today is November 11th, 2020, and it is Veterans Day. And so we wanted to make sure we took an opportunity to honor all of those who have served our country in war and in peace, whether they're still living or deceased. It is also a day where we largely thank the veterans who are currently living for their sacrifices. And so just wanted to make sure that we took a moment in our day to honor and recognize them. Please stay tuned for video that has been prepared for you. Thank you.
Veterans Day project by me, Miss Coughlin. I hope you like it. We've all heard of Veterans Day, but do we really know what it's all about? What is Veterans Day, and why do we celebrate it? This is not a simple question. Some people aren't even sure how to spell it. Veterans Day, not Veterans Day. Some people aren't sure who we are celebrating, and we are honoring all veterans, people who have served in the military. So let's back up. Back in 1918, the United States helped defeat Germany in World War I. Known at the time as the Great War, this battle came to an official end with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles on June 28, 1919, in a town called Versailles in France. On the 11th day of the 11th month at the 11th hour, the warring parties in the World War I agreed to stop fighting. This formal agreement is called an armistice, or a truce. 100 years ago, in November of 1919, President Wilson proclaimed the 11th of November as the first commemoration of Armistice Day, with the following words. To us in America, the reflections of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service, and with gratitude for their victory, both because of the thing from which it has freed us and because of the opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice in the Council of Nations. The original concept for the celebration was for a day observed with parades and public meetings and a brief suspension of business meetings at 11 a.m. On May 13, 1938, Congress passed an act, kind of like a law, that made the 11th of November in each year a legal holiday, a day to be dedicated to the cause of world peace, and to be known at the time as Armistice Day. But in 1954, after World War II, when American forces had fought in Korea, the world armistice was changed to veterans. This idea came from the World War II veteran named Raymond Weeks from Birmingham, Alabama. President Eisenhower signed his approval on this public law on June 1st, 1954, when November 11th became a day to honor American veterans of all wars for their patriotism, love of our country, and willingness to serve and sacrifice for the common good. This day is a matter of historic and patriotic significance. Other countries have also adopted a special day to honor Veterans Day. Across the world, with some collaborations similar to the United States and some that look different. Canada and Australia call it Remembrance Day. So Veterans Day became a day to celebrate the service of all U.S. military veterans, and is different from Memorial Day, which is a public holiday in May honoring those who have died in the military service. Both holidays recognize the importance and sacrifices made to serve our country. So what is the military? The military is an organized branch of the Department of Defense within our government in the United States. The Department of Defense is located in the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia. The Pentagon is one of the world's largest offices with 17.5 miles of hallways, 3 times the floor space of the Empire State Building, and houses about 26,000 employees. Wow, that's like a whole town working in one building. But where was I? Oh yes, the military. The true task of the military is to protect our country in times of war and take measures to preserve the peace. The United States military is also involved in helping other countries who are at war. Our military is in 160 countries in all 7 continents. There are 2.87 million members of the military, or armed forces as they are sometimes called, and has different branches. The Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard. The Army is the largest, oldest service. They provide the ground forces that protect the United States. The Navy is an on, above, or below the waterships and the first deployed force in combat. The Marine Corps is a component of the Navy and maintains amphibious or water-ground units for combat operations. The Air Force provides a quick response with aircraft carriers delivering forces anywhere in the world within hours. The Coast Guard provides protection of the water and the environment during times of peace and war. So there are lots of different things that the different branches of the military do, but one thing is the same. Sometimes the men and women serving in the military can get hurt. What happens to these brave heroes? Do you know that there's a veterans hospital right here in the Cleveland area? They do lots of things to support our veterans, like needed health care, help find jobs, housing, and even provide food and hold fun celebrations to gather veterans together. The Lewis Stokes Cleveland VA Medical Hospital tries to support all areas of the veterans' lives or affairs. Another cool thing you may not know that there is a Veterans History Museum also in Ohio. This memorial museum is the first national museum signed into law, June 21st, 2018. That's dedicated to veterans from all conflicts and all branches of the armed forces. It shares the complete story of veterans from their decision to join and their experiences in uniform, to their lives after service. The National Veterans Memorial and Museum in Columbus, Ohio, takes visitors on a narrative journey of individual stories and shared experiences of veterans throughout history, beginning with the Revolutionary War. The astronaut John Glenn served as a founding chairman of the committee that created the vision for this museum. John Glenn was a retired Marine Corps colonel, a U.S. Senator, and he's from Ohio. He's also that guy who was the first astronaut to orbit the moon. But back to the museum. It's on 7 acres of land, which is really big. It has an outside theater, a memorial grove, and a rooftop sanctuary. The main building is constructed from intersecting concrete anchors to represent the different branches of service, which look like they are rising from the ground. This is a symbol of our nation's veterans and how their strength comes from within. So this Veterans Day, you know a little bit more about what it's all about. One thing you might notice around town is the little poppy pins being passed out when a donation is given to assist disabled and hospitalized veterans. Of course, there's a big story behind why they pass out a pin that looks like a red poppy. But the important thing to know is that people are collecting donations and giving out pins, most likely veterans themselves. So you have a great opportunity to thank these people yourself. If you see a veteran, you could say, "Happy Veterans Day," or "Thank you for your service." Here's a quote to help you remember. Those who live in freedom will always be grateful to those who help preserve it. And now to share with you the personal experience of a military family is Zayden.
Hi, this is Mrs. Coughlin, and my mom, Barbara Janet Kramer, served in the Navy for 6 years, long before I was born. She traveled the world and had a really great experience as an active military member. Today I want to say thank you to all active military members and to veterans. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service.
Hi, my name is Sydney, and I have 2 important people in my life who are veterans. My Uncle Louis served in the Marines, and my Uncle Henry, who served in the Coast Guard. I would like to say thank you to them and to all of the other active military and veterans. Thank you for your service, and happy Veterans Day.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Shaughnessy, and I currently have family members that are in the Marine Corps and a veteran. My brother is a veteran, and his son Jacob is currently in the military, active for about a little over a year now. I would like to send a big thank you to them and all the other active military and veterans. Happy Veterans Day.
Hi, my name is Joey. I have a important veteran, Daddy Steve Ivanko. Daddy Steve Ivanko worked in the Navy, fixing airplanes for 7.5 years. I want to thank all veterans and all the Navy. Happy Veterans Day.
Hi, my name is Seth Clemens. And I'm Corey Clemens, and we have an important person in our life who is a veteran. That person is our grandpa. His name is Wes Clemens. He served in the Army for 3 years. We would like to say thank you to him and to all of the other active military and veterans. Thank you for your service and Happy Veterans Day!
Hi, Harrison families. It's Mrs. Witt. I have a very important person in my life that I would like to thank for Veterans Day, and that is my husband, Mr. Witt. He was in the Army, specifically the 82nd Airborne, where he actually had to jump out of airplanes. So I would like to thank him along with all the other servicemen and women who have served our country. Happy Veterans Day.
Hello, it's Mrs. Adams, third grade teacher at Harrison Elementary School. I want to say a very happy Veterans Day to all veterans who have served in the United States military. And a special shout out to my father. His name is Paul Twarnicki, and he was in the United States Navy in the early 1970s. His job was to work as a radio man in Hawaii, which meant that he used Morse code, which is a series of dots and dashes, to communicate with submarines and the Navy men who were on those submarines, to give them messages and send messages back and forth. So thank you to my father and to all who have served.